Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, URLlib, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it's visible.
Fine. Thank
yes,
you.
sir, visual.
So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. So at the end of the session, I'll be giving time for your general queries, right? If you have got any queries. Fine. And at the end of the session, I'll be briefing you about the trainings, how the training goes, right? The durations, everything, right? So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics. Why Python? So Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, even though more than 30 years ago this Python was introduced. Why all of a sudden Python has got great boom, and who can learn Python? Who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python? See, anybody can update with Python. Yes, anybody can update with Python, right? There is no prerequisites that you need to have the knowledge of C or Java. Nothing. People from non-programming or zero programming also can update with Python. How Python was built by taking the advantages, features from different other programming languages, right? Was built to. And what kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? Python usage. Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built by using Python. Python features, comparison with other programming, coding wise, length wise. Can just check how simple the Python statements look as compared with other programming languages, right? Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, right? One by one, that reasons and Python scope and job market. What is the current job market of Python? What is the scope of Python in the coming years, right? So this will be discussing. I'll be discussing as part of right today's session. Yeah. Python is a general purpose programming. It's a general purpose programming language, right? I define Python in 5 lines. The general purpose programming, multi-programming features included, high-level language, interpreted language, and user-friendly programming language. So first, one by one, I'll be briefing you, right? So general purpose. So there were some programming languages. If you heard about the programming languages like Pascal, there were some programming languages like Fortran, COBOL, right? These languages are purpose-based languages. They are used for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes, for a specific purpose. Like Pascal and Fortran, they are used for complicated mathematical applications and for scientific applications, and COBOL for business applications. Means they are used for a specific purpose, purpose-based, right? Purpose-based. But a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. So Python is such a kind of programming where any kind of applications we can develop. It's not purpose based, not for a particular purpose, right? Any kind of applications like automation applications, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, embedded applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. And And Python, today, if you see, Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming. So Python is the mostly chosen or mostly used programming, right, today for implementing different high-end technologies, right? For implementing different domains of different high-end technologies, right? Yes. Okay. Multi-programming means, for just I'll give a labor example. If you want to launch a new product in the market, for example, a new mobile phone into the market, to attract the customers, right? If we are embedding the features of various other mobile, all the features of various other mobiles in a single piece, going to attract the customers. In the same way, Python is a kind of programming where we see the features of different other programming languages. What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all those features we see in Python. And it's a high level language. Python, there are two types of languages. Observe, right? Python is a high level, I said. There are two types of languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages, secondly, like high level languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages, right? Low level languages like assembly level language. Assembly level language. Right. Low level language, assembly level, they're firstly are machine level languages. They are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. And machine dependent. They are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Low level languages like assembly level, machine level, right? They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. High level languages like Python. Python is a high level language, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So not portable means?
Yeah, we can see they are not portable means we cannot carry that code, right? So,
Okay.
so here, but high level languages like Python, they are easily understandable. They are human understandable. They look like normal English statements. They are portable, right? 1 second. They are human understandable. They are portable and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. They are not machine dependent. They are independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. So Python is a high level.
And it's also carryable in say portable.
Pardon?
That portable in case of Python.
Hmm.
What is mean that actually?
So we can write over here and write. We can run anywhere, right? Writing the program, writing the code in one program, one system, and we can run it in any other system.
Okay, so that is a portable.
Yes. And
Sir, one more question. Generally, I heard that the Python is generally used for the data analyst. That is to
data.
data analyst for the
Okay.
purpose of analyzing the data. We can't use it like Java. That is for the business purpose. So, is it true or false?
So I'll just show you, right? Python real-time applications. Where what are the real-time applications of Python? I'll be briefing you there, right? Just hold on for 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay, sir. Sorry.
So what all the real-time applications, right? So I'll just brief you about all those things. Fine. So interpreted language, Python is a interpreted language, right? So 1 second. We have got compilation languages, interpretation languages. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation languages like C language. Interpretation like Python. The difference between compilation and interpretation, if you have got some lines of code, if you have got some 10 lines of code, all these statements are executed at once and displays the errors, if any. But in Python, all the code won't execute at once. Statement by statement, interpretation, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy, right? In Python, statement by statement execution, interpretation, right? Yes. Next, user-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which looks very simple as compared to other programming languages, right? Yes.
Sorry, one question. Like Java, we firstly it convert to dot class and then interpreted, right? So in case of Python, like it's also like first compile and then interpret.
So if you say sample.java, when you execute, you will get sample.class file. Sample.python file, .py file. Here also we get sample.cpy file you will get. Here also we get like compiled Python file. Yes.
Okay.
But in Python, this you will be able to see. In Java, you will be able to see this. In Python, once the execution completed, this will be deleted automatically.
Okay.
You won't be able to see. So 1 second. And so you're asking that, right, differences between this Python and Java, right? So yes, I'll come back, but two major programming languages, right? Python and Java, right? Today, if we see in the market, Python and Java are the two major programming languages used for enterprise application development, right? Yes. So now I'll show you at the end of the session, I'll just open Google and show you the #1 ranked programming language today in the industry, right? With a diversified number of applications creations. So Python is the #1 ranked programming with many diversified number of applications creations, means with many real-time applications. See, for example, Python, Java. Today, if we see the talk of the industry, data science, or if you talk about that machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence, right? So this data science implementation goes in Python. Python is the mostly chosen programming. Java is never preferred. If Java is never preferred in this machine learning, deep learning kinds of activities, right? Java is never preferred, where Python provides many modules for plottings, visualizations, for data analysis. That's the main thing. And apart from this, okay, uh, apart from this, right? So if you go back to 2010, okay, Java is the king. Java is 43% used in the industry. But in 2010, if you talk about Python, most of them doesn't know that there was a programming language like Python. The only 3% used in the year 2010, if you observe, Java 43% used, Python 3% used in the industry. 10 years later, 2020, right? So the usage of Java, 19%, Python, 31%. Just I'll open Google and I'll show you some graphs, right? Within the Google, I'll show you like the usage of different programming languages from the last 2-3 years, right? The usage of Python has increased because in big data, Python is mostly preferred. In data science, it is preferred. In web applications, right? In various other applications like in IoT, in robotics, right? Python is the programming language chosen for these automations. So for writing some automation scripts, Java is not preferred. Python is a scripting language. So Python supports that. And if you see, just now I was talking, right? Python has got hybrid features, multi-programming features, right? What do you mean by this multi-programming features, right? Yes. So Python has got multi-programming features. That's the reason any kind of applications we can develop today by using Python. So Python has what features? First thing, procedural oriented programming features. It has got procedural oriented programming features. Example like C language. It has got the features of C language. And it has got the features of object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming features. Example like C++, Java. Next, it has got the features, scripting features. Scripting features, right? Example like shell script. It has got procedural-oriented programming features, object-oriented programming features. I see plus scripting features like shell script. And it has got modular programming features. Modular programming features, right? Yes. Like modular 3. So once again, I'm saying that making it clear to learn Python, to update with Python doesn't mean that you need to have the knowledge about all this. No. So all this I'll be discussing in brief from the ground level, right, to the advanced level. So just like C language, we can develop applications like C++, Java, like shell script, and like modular 3, right? We can develop different varieties of applications using Python. So if you combine all this, nothing but Python. That's why we call Python as a hybrid language. We call Python as a hybrid language. Okay. If you talk about this Java programming, right? Java programmers or Java developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, you cannot write a Java application or a program that is without class and object. But in Python, right? With object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, we can write different types of applications. We can develop different types of applications using Python. Yes. Okay. So we can write many automation scripts using this scripting, right? Python has got scripting features using which we can write many automation script. And like modular programming, today Python has got a great boom because of this modular programming features, modular 3. Nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different domains, right? 89,300 inbuilt modules. Whatever environment you are from, Python is providing modules for each and every environment, whether you're from networking or testing or big data or data science, right? Any background, right? Python has got modules. So here, if I talk more on these modules, thousands of modules it has got. For data science, right? It is providing separate modules like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, right? So we have got separate 10 to 15 modules Python is providing for this data science environment. Similarly, for big data, people from big data environment also Python has got separate modules. And for testing or for test cases, Python providing modules for every environment. And for networking, for networking, not only the module, separate framework itself, Python is providing that. It's providing separate framework for this networking, right? Yes. And for operating system, OS kinds of activities, right? For operating system, it's providing separate. The name of the model itself is OS. To create a directory, to read files from a directory, and for every database, right? Python is providing a module. For Oracle database, it has got a module like cx_Oracle module, using which Python can easily connect, right? Yes. And for MySQL, for any database, for MySQL, PyMySQL is available. SQL connector is available. MySQL connector is so for connecting to this databases. And for SQL Server, PyODBC is the module required. For each and every database, a separate module Python is providing, using which we can connect to it. Just by writing Python code and executing the Python code, just check, tables will be created in the database. Okay, we can create by writing Python code, we can create table. And by writing, executing the Python code, we can insert data into the database. We can create table, we can insert data, we can perform CRUD operations, all this by writing Python statements itself, right? Yes. And not only that, for any types of files, Excel files, I can create Excel workbook. Just by writing Python code, I can create a Excel workbook at whatever location and with whatever name, right? Yes. I can add multiple sheets by writing something extra code, right? 2-3 lines more I can write, and I can add some sheets. Sheet 1, sheet 2 within the tab. And for CSV, comma separated values. And for Excel files, CSV files, JSON files, right? Separate model. Python has got models for this. For even I can create PDF files by writing Python code, any types of files. And for mathematical operations, math model is available. For statistical operations, so separate models Python has got, right? Not only for computer, right? It has got models. Okay. And apart from this, for generating graphs, different types of graphs, right? Normal graph, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plots, stack plots, any type of graphs I can generate by using Python, by writing Python code, right? Yes. Now coming to this, what kind of applications can be developed by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? Python real-time applications, right? Yes.
Sir, sorry, sir. What about the MongoDB, sir?
MongoDB is a NoSQL database.
Yes, sir. So,
MongoDB is a NoSQL database. It is. We have got a separate module Python is providing for this. What is that? MongoDB also, PyMango.
okay, sir. Yeah.
NoSQL means not only SQL, right? SQL means structureless. NoSQL means no schema-less behavior. In that we have got many NoSQL databases like MongoDB, Cassandra, HBase, Neo4j, React, Peanut. In this way, many NoSQL. In this one, MongoDB is one famous NoSQL database, right? Yes.
Yeah, sir. In between, I lost the network. I want to say that Python is famous for this this modularity. It supports the different type of the modules, and these modules are not supported by the Java language. So Python over dominate the Java language. Am I right, sir?
So here Java supports object-oriented programming. People who knows like Java, right? You should have observed like
Yeah.
object-oriented programming. So without object-oriented programming, you cannot write a Java programmer code, right? But in Python, not only object, we can use object-oriented programming. Apart from that, modular scripting, all this can be used on top. That's the advantage of Python. So just like many different other programming languages, right? We can develop varieties of applications using Python. So thousands of modules, 89,300 modules Python has got, right, for different environments. That is the major advantage of Python. This kind of modular programming concept you won't see in Java, right? So today, what kind of applications are we developing using Python? Means web applications, lot of web applications are getting developed. Immediately you may ask the query, right? Web applications means from last 20-25 years, Java, .NET, all these technologies are mostly preferred in developing web applications. Why again Python, right? So today, like if you see for Python, if you heard about the framework like Django framework, the Django or Django framework, right? It has many frameworks are there for Python also. Among all that, the famous framework like Django, right? At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application with very less code, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programmings. 100 lines of Java code, we can write just within 15 lines in Python. The same task you can implement in Python with 15 lines. 15 lines of Java code, we can just write within 3 to 4 lines in Python. So in the next session, right, I'll be briefing you coding wise comparison of Python with other programmings. Not even 1/4 coding. I'll just take some task and I'll write the code and I'll show you the execution in multiple languages. You can just compare, right? How simple the Python statements as compared with other programmings, right? So web applications, a lot of web applications are getting developed today by using Python. Apart from this, automation applications, right? Using technologies like data science today, using technologies like data science and using technologies like IoT, using technologies like robotics and DevOps, right? DevOps environment, we are writing some automation scripts using Python. Python is one of the best scripting language for writing many automation scripts within the DevOps environment to decrease the life cycle time taken within the DevOps life cycle. And for IoT, Internet of Things, IoT, right? Internet of Things. Okay. So here, IoT is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensor, electronics for exchanging data, for collecting data, for controlling the things from the place where you are, right? So here, electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? So here, 90% of coding in Python, right? And apart from this data science, everything deals with the data. Data has got experience. Data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, clusterings, recommendations. So it's a blend of technique. Data science is a blend of techniques. The main technique what we see in data science The main technique what we see in data science is ML, machine learning. Machine learning, right? We have got many ML techniques: regression, classification, clustering, recommendation, pattern matching techniques, right? For all these techniques to implement, we require a language. For all these techniques to implement, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for implementing this machine learning, deep learning techniques. Apart from this, Python is mostly used in another major area like big data environment, right? So today you should have seen like KBs of data, MBs of data, GB, gigabytes, terabytes, beyond that petabytes, exabytes of data, zettabytes, etabytes, sotabytes, so on, right? So you should have seen TBs, but there are petabytes of data it's getting generated currently, right? For that, we have got some big data tools available like Hadoop and Spark. Hadoop and Spark, right? Today, if you see huge data is getting generated like social media, like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Google, right? And like e-commerce sites like Amazon, Flipkart, huge data, right? We have got tools like Hadoop and Spark, especially Spark with Python. We say like PySpark. Spark with Python implementation, right? Very fast, very high speed processing technology, right? Spark in-memory computation, which uses Python for its computation. Apart from this, Python is mostly used in various other, right? Like scientific applications. Scientific applications. For scientific applications, we have got a module called CP. CP is scientific Python. And for numerical analysis also, right? For numerical analysis, we have got a separate module also for it, like NumPy, numerical Python. Apart from this, Python is used for graphical user interface or for animations applications. We have got separate modules like TK Inter, PyQt modules are available, right? Yes. And apart from this, today major area where Python is used like in game development, right? Lot of games are getting developed using Python. Single user, multi-user online games. Single user, multi-user online games are getting developed using Python. Okay. Especially for developing games, we have got framework like Pygame. And we have got framework like PyCara. Python has got frameworks like Pygame, PyCara, and for 3D games, like we have got 3D rendering libraries like PySoy, right? Python has got. And apart from this, Python has got uh, for scheduling tasks, right? It has got Airflow for it. And for testing or test cases, that's got. And apart from this, for software development, Python, most of the software developers make use of Python as a support language. And for business applications, Python is one of the best scripting language, right? One of the best language used for developing e-commerce systems, e-commerce websites, right? For business applications. Apart from, yes.
Java.
Yes.
So which library supports the testing, software testing, like game tool?
So we have got modules for that, right? Even Python is providing modules for this testing environment. PyUnit is there. We have got some modules for testing environment. And
I want to know its name of module. That's name of
PyUnit is there.
uh, num Sorry, sir.
Pi unit. Okay.
Kite.
Okay. 1 second. Pi unit is there. And apart from this, for business applications, right? Apart from this, one of the hottest applications of Python, like database applications. For each and every database, right? Python is providing a module for Oracle, like CX underscore Oracle module. For MySQL, PyMySQL, for SQL Server, PyODBC. This way, for every database, separate module using which you can connect easily, right? Not like other programming languages like Java. You need to know a lot of knowledge before you connect with database, like drivers, types of drivers you need to know, right? But in Python, just hardly 1 minute discussion, you can easily connect with databases. And apart from this, for networking applications, right? Yes, Python has got a separate framework itself. Like we've got framework like Twisted Python. It's a framework given by Python for networking applications, right? And even for web scraping data from different websites, that is extracting data from different websites. Like we have got URL lib model for this. BS4 model is available, right? And apart from that, right? Yes. For CAD, 3D CAD applications, and for embedded applications, for the most famous embedded applications like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation, right? And for computer vision means color detection, face detections, for object detections, right? We use this. And for audio and video applications also, right? For audio and video applications. So some of the famous audio video applications like Tim Player, C Player, some examples, right? Apart from this, for data analysis and for robotics. So, and even for desktop applications creations, in this way, not only this, many more applications, right? We can create using Python. It's not like purpose based, any kind of applications we can develop, right? Yes. So mostly used in creation of this web applications, animation applications, automation applications, for gaming applications, right? Yes. Who are using Python today? Just I'll take 10 more minutes. Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python, right? So Google using Python for its web search system. Python is one of the best example. Google is one of the best example for Python web application. The first web crawling is written in Java. It was rewritten in Python, right? Next, like Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm, right? Implemented using Python. Instagram, right? Built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram for choosing Python, it's Python practicality and its hybrid features, right? Even NASA is using Python for its research and development activities. Some other applications like Quora, if you heard about this application names like Quora, Reddit, Pinterest are developed using Python. And the famous OTT platform Netflix using Python for its security automation and for subscription related things. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Apart from this, Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. apart from this okay, BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service, right? iRobot for military and commercial applications, right? And companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware testing purpose. Right? What are those? IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware. Okay, so these are some, right? So Google is one of the best example, right?
Sir, one question I have.
Yes.
Sir, you have discussed the some module name. So we will study about that. You will teach all that module or what, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to show you, right, what I'm going to teach as part of this course.
Okay. Means we will cover that all the thing, all that module, right, sir?
Yes.
Okay. That is also including the MongoDB module.
One second. I'm just going to show you, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, related question I have. After learning your course, is it related to the Python development or related to the data science? I'm confused a little bit.
So this is what development and this is a Python development, right?
I want to say that your course is going on from today. You are teaching for the Python development or for the data science?
Python development.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, 1 second, right? So even as part of this course, I'm included some modules related to data science, right? So NumPy module, Pandas module, Matplotlib module, these are included. So and so reasons which makes, okay, these are some of those, right? In this way, many other applications using Python, right? Many other applications using Python. Yes. So 1 second, right? What is it? Okay, everything. I'll come back to your quiz. Just 2 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll complete this and come back to your queries. So reasons. Finally, I'm saying, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Suddenly super popular, right? Yes. What was that? Someone was asking query, right? What are that testing related? Okay. Some query was on. 1 second. Where is it? For testing or test cases, Python has got modules like PyAuto GUI is available.
Like we have Java in JUnit, so same here is Python.
Pywin Auto is there. Selenium. Okay. Requests. BS4. Many are there. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Yes. First thing is very less code you see in Python. Very less coding you see in Python, right? Not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. So most of the programmers, developers are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding and simple syntaxes given by Python. They look like normal English statements. And interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For example, if I type CMD, if I go to the command prompt, and if I type Python, see, I can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. I'm asking Python, what is 3 plus 4? What is 45 into 6? What is X is 10? Y is 20? What is X value? What is Y? What is X plus Y? Sorry, X plus Y, X minus Y, X into Y, X by Y, X into 3, X into 2, 10, X, see here, X square. So in this way, right, you can perform any valid Python statements. X equal to HELLO, right? X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. In this way, you can interact statement by statement, which you cannot see in other programmings, right? So very simple statements look like normal English statements, right? Interactive mode, we say. This mode we won't see in other programmings. Apart from this, multi-programming features, hybrid features we see in Python. And apart from this, right, wide varieties of applications we can create. Just now I was talking about all those. And many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries, right? Yes. $89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different domains, right? So yes, these are the reasons which makes it super popular. And if I open Google and show you, right, the number 1 ranked programming language today in the industry, right? So just say popular coding language in Google, right? Popular coding language, you can see that popular coding languages. So the most popular coding languages. The most popular coding programming languages, right? Python first. Next comes Java. Next comes this, right? All first, let's see that first is Python, right? Next, observe this. The most popular programming language. First comes Python, next comes JavaScript. Java, right? Yes. Python remains the most popular programming. Python remains most popular programming language. Python, next comes Java, JavaScript. See, most in demand programming of 2022. Most in demand programming languages of 2022. Python, next Java, JavaScript.
Sir, by Stack Overflow survey in 2023, and that is the most programming language technology used by the JavaScript, sir. I send you one link, sir.
Most popular coding languages of 2021, right? Yes. Most popular coding languages of 2021, Python, Java, JavaScript, right? So just I was opening this in Google only. This is not prepared by me. So most popular programming languages. So of 2021, Python, Java, JavaScript. So in 2022, and if you see the series, observe this, right? The usage of Python in the industry. See this, can you see this big circle? 31% Python, Java 19%, C++ 9%, JavaScript 6.5%, and C 6%, right? This is the usage of different programming languages. So yes, if you see this ranking by average salary, ranking by average salary, and ranking by job openings, right? Average salary and ranking by job openings, right? So Python stands first, next comes JavaScript. Python and JavaScript, right? Average salaries, and what job openings, Python and SQL stands first, right? Yes. So as part of our, so people who go for full stack, right? I also cover JavaScript, right? For people who go for Python full stack, right? So I'll cover technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Django framework, right? So yes, coming to this course structure. So starting with this Python, right? Python basics, Python operations, like interactive mode, batch mode, Python editors, Python data types, constants, variables, comments, input, output, type conversions, comments, right? Strings, string indexes, right? Operators in Python, different IDEs, working with PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, Anaconda distributions, right? Yes. Flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python. String indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, right? Collections in Python. List, tuples, sets, dictionaries, list operations, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, modules in Python, different ways of importing, renaming, reloading, packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming features in brief, regular expressions, how to extract required data from the given data, Python database connections, right? I'll show you the installation of one database and connecting with this database, performing SQL operations, right? Retrieving data from database, performing like transaction management, different types of modules related to database modules, datetime modules, modules related to graphics, some modules related to data science like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, models related to big data, and daytime module, calendar module, OS module, advanced concepts like
Sir, wait,
yes,
sir. So will you cover all the concept or all the things of NumPy and PandaSpy
yeah,
module?
yes, just 1 second. I'm coming to that. Iterator, generator, closures, decorators, working with CSV, XML, JSON, graphic programming, GUI model, tkinter, working with Excel files, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to this data science, and Python Pandas module in brief, right? Pandas series, Pandas data frames, how to create data frames from list series, CSV files, Pandas from dictionary, databases from dictionaries, Pandas data delta, grouping segregations in the Pandas from list, creating functions, different formats, and NumPy also, right? Reduction NumPy arrays, 2D arrays, 3D arrays, mathematical operations, horizontal, vertical stacks, array, array manipulations, NumPy and Matplotlib, NumPy and linear algebra, NumPy and the string functions, NumPy and the operations in use cases, NumPy working examples, right? and matplotlib different types of graphs, normal graph, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plot, stack plots, pie graph, matplotlib working examples, right? So this is the top, these are the things I'm going to discuss, right? As part of Python. So this is the topics. People who go for Python full stack web development, right? Apart from this Python, Django framework, right? What is Django, right? And features, history of Django, companies using Django, web frameworks, Django installation, project architecture, Django applications creations, views, templates, Django admin, Django models, advanced concepts, Packer module, rendering forms, crispy forms, uploading, downloading, audio, video files. And apart from that, UI technologies will be covered like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript, right? And MySQL. So, one second. So, as part of this course, Python core, Python advanced, Python application oriented modules, this will be covering, right? Nearly I'll be spending 70 hours. The fee structure is, it's a offer batch. The fee structure is just 5,000. So nearly 2 months, right? I'll be taking 70 hours for this, 2 to 2.5 months I'll be taking for only Python core and advanced. The duration for this Python, this is core and advanced. Nearly I'll be spending 70. It's not like 45 hours, right? It's not like 45 hours. It's a 70 hours, right? Yes. Plus people who wants to go for full stack development, full stack web development, right? So I'll be covering web development technologies, HTML, CSS, part of Bootstrap, JavaScript, plus framework of Python, Django framework with nearly 15 to 20 applications creations, right? Plus a project. So for these things, right? For this, all the remaining things like 60 hours,
Sir, in
2 months, 1 second.
in DJ,
Let me complete. 2 months. For this, the fee structure is 7,000. Combinedly, if you take, it is 12K. But if you take total as a package, total Python full stack package, just it is 10,000, right? Which covers Python core, advanced web development technologies, Django framework, and project, that is 10,000. Only for Python it is 5. If you take separately Python, if you take separately this Django and this, it will be 7K and 5K. If you take total as a web develop full stack development package, is 10,000, right? Totally 4 months, right? Totally 2 months for Python, 2 months for this, and totally 4 months, right? Yes. Yeah, some queries was asked.
so
Yeah,
will you
hi.
also,
Yes, and
so will you also cover,
just
will you,
just 1 minute, right?
you also cover the in REST framework?
Yes, that also I'll be covering. So
Yeah, I
Okay,
have.
okay.
50 to 20 applications creations. And as part of this, right, you'll be getting the video, even if you are choosing only Python, right? 5,000 piece, you'll be getting the recorded video every day, right? For 70 hours, 70 to 75 hours videos you'll be getting, right? Of Python. Videos will be provided daily basis, soft copy of the notes. Yes, assignments and tasks. So just getting the output is not the criteria. You need to work with your own code, right? Assignments and tasks for topic wise will be provided, and a WhatsApp group will be created for technical discussions, right? Yes. So everyone will
Yeah,
be added to the WhatsApp. So this is what
yeah,
the
I have one more query. Like, what is PySpark? I know it is out of box, but I
okay.
just wanted to know.
So
PySpark.
it's a big data technology, right? Big data. Like if we are about like Hadoop and Spark, right? for huge data processing. For huge data processing means in TBs or petabytes of data processing. So we use technologies like Spark, very high speed processing technologies, in memory computation technology, in memory. So for previously you like Informatica, if you heard about like Informatica ETL, now
Yeah.
those kind of projects, ETL kinds of projects are migrating towards Hadoop and Spark, right? Previously, like Informatica is mostly chosen. Now we are going with Spark, right? For processing those things using
Okay,
Python. Spark can be implemented using languages like Scala, languages like Python. So these days, Python is mostly preferred. Spark is a execution model implemented using Python language. We call it like PySpark, right?
Okay.
So very high speed processing technology. It has got great boom
So
today.
it also included in the course
No, no, it's a separate course, right, of 2 months. PySpark. So that,
Sir, are you
To
give
know
any
the
project
spy,
on Python?
yes, I said right here at the last one project will be given.
Yeah,
For Python core and advanced modules, sir,
For
not
Python core and advanced like GUI based application project will be given. GUI based.
okay.
GUI based one,
okay,
right?
to learn PySpark, we have to know the Python, right?
Yeah, Python implement. Total coding goes in Python. Python core is required.
Without Python, we can't learn PySpark.
Yes, the total coding goes in Python language. So I take PySpark batches in the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, 2 hours on Saturdays, 2 hours on Sundays, right? PySpark batches will be there. Right?
Means,
Okay.
would you like to suggest like we need to attend the Python and the PySpark as well? Like if we want to learn the PySpark, we have to attend Python classes and the Spark classes also.
Means the prerequisite for PySpark is Python.
Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah, sir, I have one more question. So the videos that will be provided will have lifetime access, or it will have some duration?
So 6 months duration. 6 months duration it will be there. Thereafter, if you want to extend again, you need to talk with them and you need to extend it. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, are you give any job opportunities after completing the
See, one thing is I'm providing see, after the end of this course, right, you will get great command on this Python code, right? So nearly like 300 plus code examples I'll be covering, nearly 15 to 20 applications creations, right? So applications creations means 1 second. So here Django apps 3, 4, 5, more than 15 to 20 I said, right? Any batch if you take. So 15 to 20 applications creations. So with that, right, you will get great command what you did in Python means you can easily go through the interview process. So like nearly 120 hours, nearly 120 to 130 hours on this full stack Python web development, right? You are spending. Despite of that, you will be easily going through the interview process. Fine. Right. So some other queries asked, right? Will you provide videos for Django? Yes, yes. For Django also, video you will be getting that daily. Video means you can only view the video. You cannot download the video. You can only view the video. You can watch the videos. So yes, Banwari Lal, Selenium is a separate course, right? Yes, you need to go for Selenium. The basics, with that basics, you are not going to do anything, right? So yes, fine.
And how can I get today's recording?
Yes, to your mail, right? You will be getting a link to your
Okay.
mail ID with whatever mail ID you have join this meeting so that you will get one link. Otherwise, in the next session, in the chart panel, they'll be placing that video. The next session, right? So tomorrow we'll have a session, right? At same time at 10 o'clock. More discussion on this, right? Yes. So,
So Saturday
what-
also will be have class.
so actually the sessions will be from Monday to Friday. So as
And
a
what and duration 1 hour?
duration 1 hour, Monday to Friday. And one more thing, right? Let me make it clear for this batch timing, right? Before if we go for the payment process, I'm making it clear about this timing of this batch. For the first 1 week to 10 days, the batch timing will be at 10 p.m. Later, the batch timing will be at 9 p.m. For the first 1 week or 10 days only, it will be at 10 o'clock, but later it will be at 9 p.m. So first itself, before you to go with the payment, it is set, not after your payments, right? So it starts at 9 to 10 after 1 week or 10 days, right? And up to the end of the course, it will be at 9 to 10 only, no other changes.
So is,
Like,
so is it for the 4 months or the 6 month? Whole duration of the
See the
class.
duration of the course, I say, right? For the first 1 week only, it will be at 10 p.m. Later, it will be at 9 o'clock, I'm saying, up to the end of this course.
So I'm asking for the total duration. Is it for 4 month or 6 month?
It's not a 6 months, right? It's a 4 months.
Oh,
Two
okay,
months-
sir.
2 months Python and 2 months for this web development, right?
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
And people who wants to go complete within 2.5 months, they can go parallelly, Python and this web development and Django. And the weekend batches are there. Many weekend batches will be there. Most of the Django batches will be weekend batches. Python batches will be from Monday to Friday. Once you get enrolled to the Python full stack web development, you can attend any of my Django batches. Right? And even due to some job timings, if your job timings means if now you're attending at evening 9 o'clock, right? But tomorrow, if your job timings are changed, okay, you can also attend any of my morning batch if you're not flexible with this timing, right? Morning batches are there, right? But you need to pre-intimate if you want to change the timing of your batch later. Or due to some ill health, you didn't attend for 10 to 15 days, you want to change your batch to any other morning batch, right? You need to pre-intimate and you need to go for other batch, right? That is also done.
So can I know the morning batch timing?
Morning batch means coming new batches. Actually, at 6 o'clock, a batch is running now. But later
Okay.
at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, also there will be a batch will be started in the coming days, right? Morning 7 a.m., 8 a.m. So
Okay, sir.
whenever it starts, right? If we are not flexible with this evening timing, you can also change that timing to morning batch.
Okay.
is it possible to make it 9:30? Like, if everyone is okay with that.
No, it's already fixed, right? Timing will be 9 p.m. only. 9 p.m. means it starts by 9:10, like. Okay. So tomorrow you can attend the session to see more on this, right? So actually, Saturdays there won't be a class, but tomorrow as a continuation to today's demo, we'll just see more discussion on this Python. Fine.
So can you
So-
share your WhatsApp number if we have any doubts so we can connect you later?
So once you get enrolled, you will be added to the WhatsApp group, right?
Okay, sir.
So once you get enrolled, right, by paying the fees, right? So the notes, WhatsApp group, videos, everything will be provided. Right. So for technical discussions, that's what WhatsApp group is created. No need to wait until the next class, right? You can just post your error in the groups. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering it, right? Fine. So I'm stopping for now. If I'm done with your queries, we'll meet tomorrow at same 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., right? It's the same link to see more on this, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.